Hey guys, it's me. Number 10. The Voynich Manuscript. The Voynich Manuscript is one of the most perplexing puzzles in the world. It's an illustrated book written in a mysterious script that has never been deciphered. The book was named after the bookseller who purchased it in 1912, but it may have been created as early as the 15th century. The language used in the book is not known, nor are the symbols and diagrams scattered throughout the text. Many believe the book may be a hoax, while others think it could be a lost language from an ancient civilization. Some scholars believe the book could be a medieval version of Alice in Wonderland, filled with fantastical creatures and magical places. Others believe it could be a medical text, detailing the properties of plants and herbs. Regardless of its true purpose, the book remains one of the most fascinating mysteries of the ancient world, and you can see why researchers are so intrigued. Number 9. The Baghdad Battery. In 1936, a team of archaeologists unearthed a collection of clay jars near the ancient city of Baghdad. The jars were filled with copper, silver, and iron objects, including some that appeared to be tools for writing. But one item in particular stood out among the rest, a terracotta pot that contained a copper cylinder and a piece of bitumen. When researchers examined the pot further, they realized it was actually a battery. The copper cylinder acted as the positive terminal, the bitumen as the negative terminal, and the clay jar as the electrolyte. If filled with water, the device would generate a small electrical current. But what did it power? Unfortunately, there is no record of what, if anything, the batteries powered. Some believe they may have been used to plate objects with silver or gold, while others believe they may have been used to power more complex devices that we can't even imagine. What's really amazing is that the batteries were discovered in a site that dates back to the Parthian Empire, which existed between 247 BC and 224 AD. This means that the people living in Baghdad over 2,000 years ago had the knowledge and technology to create such a device. Number 8. The Antikythera Mechanism. The Antikythera mechanism is one of the most amazing discoveries ever made. In 1902, a team of Greek sponge divers discovered a collection of ancient Roman artifacts at the bottom of the sea near the island of Antikythera. One of the items was a bronze gearbox that turned out to be part of a much larger device. When put together, the parts formed an orrery, a device used to predict astronomical positions and eclipses. But what makes the Antikythera mechanism so amazing is its complexity. It contains 30 bronze gears and is decorated with intricate designs. It was built to last for centuries, and it was so accurate that it could predict the motion of the planets to within a few seconds. To this day, scientists are still trying to understand how the device worked, and there are still many unanswered questions about its purpose and its creator. Number 7. The Nazca Lines. The Nazca Lines are a collection of over 1,000 lines, shapes and figures etched into the desert sand of southern Peru. They date back to the Nazca culture, which flourished between 100 and 700 CE. But what makes them so mysterious is that we don't know what they mean. Some believe they are the remnants of an ancient road system. Others believe they are the markings of a sacred game played by the Nazca people. There is also speculation that the lines were created to serve as landing strips for alien spaceships. This theory is based on the fact that some of the lines are perfectly straight and align with certain stars in the night sky. While this may sound far-fetched, it is certainly possible that the Nazca people had knowledge of astronomy and astrology that we are only just beginning to understand. Number 6. The Lost City of Atlantis. The story of Atlantis has fascinated people for centuries. In his book, The Atlantic, Plato described a powerful naval empire that lived on an island in the Atlantic Ocean. He said the city was home to a utopian society of wise and virtuous people. But according to Plato, the Atlanteans became greedy and corrupt, and their empire was destroyed by a massive earthquake and tsunami. While Plato's story may be a myth, there is evidence that a real historical event inspired it. There have been numerous theories about where Atlantis could have been located, but the most popular one is that it was situated in the Mediterranean Sea. Number 5, Stonehenge. Stonehenge is one of the most famous landmarks in the world. It's a collection of standing stones that were erected in Wiltshire, England, between 3000 and 2000 BCE. But who built it, and why remains a mystery. Some believe it was a burial ground for important members of society, while others believe it was a place of healing and regeneration. There is also speculation that Stonehenge was an astronomical observatory used to track the movements of the sun and the stars. Whatever its purpose, Stonehenge is truly a remarkable feat of engineering and construction. Number 4, the Moai statues of Easter Island. The Moai statues are a collection of over 800 monolithic figures that were carved by the indigenous people of Rapa Nui, also known as Easter Island. The statues were carved between 1400 and 1800 AD, and each one is over 13 feet tall and weighs several tons. But who built the Moai statues and why remains a mystery. Some believe they were created to honor the island's ancestors, while others believe they represent the island's rulers. There is also speculation that the statues were built to intimidate other Polynesian cultures from visiting the island. Number 3, the Egyptian pyramids. The Egyptian pyramids are among the most iconic structures in the world. They were built as tombs for the country's pharaohs and are still standing today because of their incredible engineering and construction. But there are still many unanswered questions about how the pyramids were built and why they were built in the first place. Some believe that aliens helped the Egyptians build the pyramids, while others believe that the pyramids were built as a way to honor the pharaoh's belief in the afterlife. Number 2, the Shroud of Turin. The Shroud of Turin is a piece of linen cloth that bears the image of Jesus Christ. According to legend, the shroud was wrapped around Jesus' body after he was crucified, but there is no historical evidence to support this claim. Carbon dating has shown that the shroud is not nearly old enough to be the real thing. However, many Christians believe that the shroud is authentic and that it is proof of Jesus' resurrection. Number 1, King Tut's tomb. King Tut's tomb was discovered in the Valley of the Kings in Egypt in 1922. It was the first royal tomb to be found in almost 2,000 years. But what makes King Tut's tomb so mysterious is that the boy king died at the age of 19. His untimely death and the circumstances surrounding it have been the subject of much speculation. Some believe that Tutankhamun was murdered, while others believe that he died from a rare genetic disorder. Thanks for watching. Which of these ancient history mysteries did you find the most fascinating? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. See you next time. Bye.